13 cremated human remains are found inside. And now police are trying to track down families who are missing their loved ones. Channel 4 Action News reporter Marcy Cipriani tonight live in Hazelwood where that investigation is unfolding. Marcy.
Yeah, Andrew, this is the funeral home you see behind me here along Hazelwood Avenue. And take a look at the windows there. They're boarded up. You can tell this is an abandoned funeral home. The owner left here, though. He left the remains of several people inside. And today a search warrant may bring families of missing loved ones some peace. The police, the evidence, and the findings inside this funeral home are startling to some, but a relief to many others.
Hopefully everybody has closure now.
Burl Powers Burns tells me her family certainly does. She says her sister Joyce Ann Ratty's cremated remains were finally found here today. Her remains, she says, had been missing since her body was brought here to Savaggio Funeral Home 5 years ago, and Ratty's son has struggled since.
Jeff decided to have her cremated, and he never got her back.
After executing a search warrant today, police and the medical examiner found the cremated remains of 13 people.
Most of them are just what you would expect from cremated remains. They appear to be in appropriate containers. They appear to have identification both as to names and date of cremation. So there is one bag of something that is not identified, but of the 13 that I saw, 12 of them appear to be well identified.
The medical examiner tells me they also found caskets with the bodies of 4 dogs inside. Police say Mark Savaggio, the owner of this Hazelwood funeral home, abandoned this building and the remains after he lost his funeral director's license. That's when investigators say several families also lost their loved ones a second time. Police say Savaggio never released the remains to their families and never told them where they were. For Powers Burns, getting her sister back to her 3 children has finally brought her peace. If your loved one was cremated through this funeral home and you have not received their remains, the medical examiner's office wants to hear from you. Live in Hazelwood, Marcy Cipriani, Channel 4 Action News.
Now, Marcy, the medical examiner said that 12 of the 13 cremated remains are marked with names and they're dated. What about the unmarked remains? Will those be able to be identified?
Actually, Andrew, I asked the medical examiner that question. At this point, he's not sure whether they're human or animal remains, and he tells me it's unlikely he'll ever know whose remains those are.
In the end, a total of 19 cremated human remains were removed from the funeral home, along with 30 pets and 4 dog corpses. Opening in 1988, this Pittsburgh funeral home also offered a pet cremation service, and in the beginning, he was regarded as a bit odd but a fine funeral director.
Just a little back room, I guess. Oh, this was how they would raise and lower caskets. Just want to not fall in. Yeah. This was, I don't know the term of it, but ramps so they could wheel them up. I think these are bathrooms. Maybe, maybe not. Yep. This was a waiting room, it looks like, with an ornate fireplace. This old, so you could get all the awards that they had.
The trouble seems to have begun in 2008 when Patricia Fox sued Mark Savaggio after he charged her $2,000 for a cremation he did not do. Fox claims she originally went to Savaggio for her son's cremation, but changed her mind when she saw scattered bags of cremains around the building. That same year, he was investigated for charging the family of Julius Evans again, even though they had prepaid for a cremation, refusing to release the ashes until they did so. His license was suspended and he was fined $3,000 for this. Despite this, he still continued to practice, trying to bury the body of Helen Miller in April 2009, but the cemetery refused as he could not provide a signed death certificate.
So it was like a mass or whatever for a funeral. Or just a vase. Granite sample book. So this is just all of his paperwork. Everlasting memorials. Tons of forms. These are death certificates. Blank death certificates so that he could fill out, you know. Blank checks. I don't even show that. There it is, right there.
Then later in the year, an investigator discovered her rotting remains in the garage, and his license was revoked completely.
So this is the main entrance. Here's when you first came in. So here was, they had, yeah, so all these were for privacy. This was a showing room here.
Another 2 locked caskets were in the garage at the time, but Salvaggio refused to let investigators break into them, saying that it was a pair of Dobermans due to ship out, but he could not prove that. That night, he filled the van with his belongings and abandoned the funeral home, leaving behind unpaid debts, and as it turned out, the cremated remains found later.
This is a bag that might have had ashes in it. That's the type of bag that does. Now I don't know, but that's exact.
Is that why fungus is growing? Because the rich nutrients I could have poured out? Because it's
Possibly. Because this is like a... What was that? No. Oh, no. That fell down. Whoa. This should not be walked on. As I'm walking on it.
Huh?
The stairwell is collapsing. Yeah, this is underneath the stairs right here. That's really bad shape.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. It's like up to here is sturdy. So if I just like that. Just hug this right there. And we'll stay spread out up here. Yeah, oh, it was a picture of their pet. Yeah, here was, so yellow lab, place of death, what sort of style they wanted, cremate and return.
All but one of the remains were eventually identified. However, only about half of them were determined when they died. Most spanned between 2003 and 1989. One set was dated back to 1982.
Cause yeah, like there's a fridge. So this was like where he lived. Cremation urn classics.
The building has actually had a long and decent history before Salvaggio's disgrace. The earliest records I could find noted as the Fisher and Owen Funeral Home in 1939. Then, in the mid-1950s, it became the Paul G. Forsyth Funeral Home. Forsyth served as the head of several county funeral director boards, as well as 1 year as director of the State Funeral Directors Association. He retired in 1987 and sold the funeral home to Salvaggio, who opened it as the Forsyth Salvaggio Funeral Home until his death in 1993, when he changed the name to Salvaggio Metropolitan Cremation and Burial Service.
Probably laundry. Bud Light, Miller Light. What is this? Whatever you don't. Those people that mistakes doing for not. Huh?
For doing or not doing.
Photo of somebody doing something with their dog, a Doberman. Oh, what? The little cigarettes? I thought they were bullets for a second.
Oh, it kind of looks like asbestos or something because it's like super shiny.
Yeah. A lot of paperwork. Very moldy down here. These are all his files. Mr. Forsyth, I borrowed the copy of my father's discharge for a form to receive $250 from VA. Your assistance was very kind. Thank you, Bill Lucas. From 72. Here's like all the people. Yeah, like look at that, goes back to, that's 59. 87. 64.
That's crazy.
This is like the invoice. Removal from residence, preparation, drape decoration, slumber robe, first service, flowers, pallbearers, gloves, blah, 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 blah. 877 back in 1954.
Why does this say 6623?
1923?
I just don't think so. That seems way too old. 1123, 63. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that's a 63 there.
Maybe that ink wore out, the moisture.
This, yeah, they would set them up all on this stuff. Check out these Jesus stickers.
Put one on your car.
Some cassettes. Yeah. Dude, that is like one that is heavy duty. Holy crap. Dude, we've got to try to open this. Although it looks like it is rusted shut. Oh, there's not even a... Oh, I think this is a cover. Or something, because it's... This isn't a lad at all. So it's a complete... It covers...
Okay.
Casket. Maybe there's one under it, I don't know. This was the embalming section here.
Definitely.
Though maybe not, because look at, this is all just work things, like for buildings. So that's probably not true, actually. Let's see an open thing like that.
Oh, look at these rest in peace bags.
Oh my gosh. What the hell is this? What is this for? Does it fold out? Like, is it a human body size? No. Now, remember, it said they did...
Animals.
Yep, this
There's
is...
a carrier right there.
Yeah, so this is for animals that they would put in there.
No, you're right.
Just stabbed the needle right into this chair. It was like a, yeah, oh my, what? Oh. It's like tar, but yeah, it's like a little dog memorial, and those are flowers and stuff, and some pearls. What is that noise?
Something clanking.
It's like a water drop? Whoa, look at this.
Yeah, animal thing right here.
Yeah.
This big.
There's just a saw, but it's like dude, this is a carrying thing. This is how they would carry a corpse. Because that is what we looked at down there that brought them down, but this is so they could, you know, pick them up and carry them. What's this? Different artwork, I guess, that they could put on a semi-truck. Just different artwork for stuff, I guess. That's a bathroom in a cage. See, that's a water drip. Oh yeah, this is embalming room for sure. Dude, I think it's called a trocar. This is what they would stick in them to a body. And this is the layout of the place. Look. Additions and alterations for the Sauvageau property. Yeah, look, crematory, reception, sitting, existing garage, existing building. Wow.
Well, here's the certificate.
The death certificate? Ew, look at this nasty growth. Certify that Mark Sauvageau had $300 for something. It's a shares. Yeah. Hair curlers, needles and syringes, makeup and stuff.
iPad. Cover up their eyes.
You mean an iPad?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, we should not be stepping on that. This is hazardous waste. Infectious waste. We were just standing in that.
Uh-oh.
In 2016, the city of Pittsburgh took ownership of the building. Mark Sauvageau never appeared in court for his various lawsuits nor paid his fines. What became of this despicable funeral director? After abandoning the funeral home, he moved to West Virginia, and as of 2014, still had an active Facebook, where he posted such things as a lot of photos of guns, Winona Ryder, and scantily clad women. Old Mark must have also been feeling nostalgic, as his last year active, he actually went to his former funeral home's Facebook page and gave it a recommendation. What a truly wonderful human being.